Hey everyone, how's it going? Yeah, so today we're just starting out on our relic hunting adventure. And I'm headed to a spot that I've searched one time before. And that spot was loaded with mason lids. And I'm pretty confident I got most of the mason lids out. So mason lids take up a lot of signal. They're large and they consume a lot of coil signal. So with those gone, I'm pretty sure we're going to find some nice relics today at this site. But I got to do a little traversing through the creek and through the woods to get there. So, but it should be interesting, should be fun. Second time there. Usually second time is the nice time because that's when you start pulling out the good stuff. And I just got to figure out how to get there through this area. I got to get through the creek a little bit. And it's springtime here, so that means all the critters are out. Little bees, yellow jackets. And this is North Carolina. It's got all the critters, snakes and spiders and you name it. So we'll have to fight those today too. But anywho, what kind of tracks are those? See them? Possum or raccoon maybe? I got spider web on my face already. Alright, so we're headed this way. There's a creek down there. Once we hit that creek, we gotta walk through it for a little ways. So it's through the creek and through the woods. Onto the abandoned house we go. So see you then. Yeah, we made it to the creek and it looks pretty high. So this is going to be quite fun. I knew I was going to get wet today, but that's alright. A little bit of water doesn't hurt, does it? Oh, it's chilly. It's still a little cold. But that's alright. Alright, so I'll see you when I get closer to the house. Yeah, I tell you, either I'm getting older or trekking through these woods is getting tougher. Whew. That creek was deep. We've had a lot of rain, so that creek was pretty deep. That was no fun. It was chilly too. But we're almost there. About 300 yards, maybe 400 yards to go. Yeah. And then on to the fun. The treasure hunting. The relic finding. It's nice and pretty and quiet in the woods today. So, yeah, here's what I'm looking at. I'm coming up into a field now. Yeah. Pricker bushes, vines. Oh, joy. Joy, joy, joy. Can't really take a straight path anywhere in these woods. Just filled with vines and prickly bush vines and everything else. Alright, so beyond that field is our old abandoned house site. See you then. Yeah, so I'm traveling in the woods and get to the creek and I lost my headphones somewhere. I keep them wound around my box on my metal detector. Notice my headphones are gone. I had to retrace my steps all the way back through all that briar, prickly bushes and vines. Good grief, is today Monday? Alright. Well, we're almost here. See ya. We're here. Yay. I see it's still standing. That's good. I don't give these old house sites much longer. There's a whole bunch of stuff thrown up in there. I wonder if these trees were in here when the house was occupied. Oh, the vultures have taken over. Yeah. It's changed quite a bit. Grass isn't so tall yet. Wanted to get in here one more time before this all grows up. Soon it's going to be impossible to get in here and detect. The ground is going to be so high. But I think we made it right on time. Yeah, look at all that grass. Yeah. It grows up quick. Real quick. So this house was found on an 1886 map. And it was still shown here in 1850 also, my older map. So I want to find some nice relics today. We got all day. Let's find some nice relics. See ya on the first hole. Yeah. Yeah, so our first signal is a nice 60. I've worked my way over to the front corner of the house. Just working the front property right now. Let's see what this 60 is. What do we get? What do we get for our first prize of the day? Is it a cap? Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be some modern junk in here, that's for sure. Alright, well, our first prize of the day is junk. That's alright. That's alright, because I know there's more better stuff to be had. Let's go find it. See ya. Here's a nice 69 signal. Hope it's not another bottle cap. This is just my second hole, so first one wasn't so great, was it? We need to get into that nice old stuff. That's what we need to get into. It looks like a chain link to me. Yep, that's a chain link. I don't save old chain links unless it's a full chain. There's really no sense. Can't really date it or anything. It's not worth anything. Alright, moving on. See ya. Yeah, I'm still pulling up mason lids, but look how old they are. I mean, that's pretty ancient to fall apart like that. Pretty ancient. Yep. Lots of this stuff in here. These people weren't starving. They had plenty of food. Here's a big 6970 signal. It's probably another mason lid, but sounds a little bit better. The problem with these mason lids in here is they give me different tones pretty much every time. They're ringing up all different. Yeah, that's just another mason lid. Nice old one too. No ceramics. Yeah. I mean, these don't even say ball on them. Yeah, nice old ones though. I'll get these things will ring up as 69, 70, 28, 29. They're just ringing up all over the place, so you just gotta dig them. Yeah, keep count. That's my third one. Alright, see ya. That's 4. Well, we got our first shoe remnant. I'm just digging shotgun shells and mason lids, and now I got a first shoe. Half. I sure hope this ground gets better. Alright, see ya. Well, this is my first halfway decent relic signal. Just been running into shotgun shells and still mason tops. I don't know what that would have been. Some kind of little tool probably. Something that goes on a farmer's blade or something to cut the ground. I don't know. We can research that and figure it out. I like it though. It's nice. Nice shape. It's an interesting relic. Yeah. So I'm just on the side of the house here now, searching. I worked all the way up the front and backing around and through here. And there's just not a whole lot of signals. There's a lot of small nails and stuff in the ground, but just not a lot of decent signals yet. I'll find a hot spot soon. Alright, see ya. There's a nice little 52 signal. I'll have you dig it with me. Let's see what it is. Could be part to a mason lid. You know, the smaller they get, the smaller signals they give. So, no telling, but we can hope for something nice. Oh, we got red ants down there. I'm not seeing anything. Not seeing anything. Let's take a peek in here real quick. See if it was shallow. Didn't sound all that shallow. Most things in here are pretty deep. But, could be. Look at all that gravel. Alright, yeah, we're gonna have to sweep that with the detector. Alright, I'll get back at you. Well, my detector's telling me it's out. There's some pottery. Yeah, a little piece of pottery. Here it is, right here. What is it? Oops, dropped it down the hole. Yeah, it looks like maybe an old clock part or something like that. Yeah, you find these little remnants a lot too. The guts to something. No telling. Yeah, but it's like made out of copper or brass or something. Alright, well, that and some pottery. Alright, let's move on. See ya. Now this old time broken hoe piece was way down there. Imagine they pushed some dirt over. I'm on the side of a hill. Yeah, broken hoe. Yeah, little one. That one's been worn down to a nub. Alright, moving on. See ya. Yep, two signals right together, and both are mason lids. Maybe this ceramic can tell us something. No, it's the generic. No name, no nothing. Nothing on it. Huh. So we don't know who made that, we don't know when. Oh, I don't know about this one. Same thing. Generic. I think they were, oh, this one does say, yeah, this one says ball. Alright, that's the early ball too. I'm going to save this piece right here, the top of the lid, so we can research that and see what kind of date we have on these mason lids. Yep, just mason lid parts, lots of them, and a piece of glass. It's kind of like a yellow tint. Might be glass for a lamp or something. Alright, moving on. See ya. Yeah, I think I made a nice little discovery here. Something I haven't found in quite a few years. And can you see it right here? Yep, here it is. Yep, it is. It's a hatchet. It's a nice little hatchet. Yeah, I find axe heads a lot, but I don't find hatchets. I haven't found hatchet in a long time. That's nice, too. I like that. It's probably like a 3-pounder, maybe a 2.5, 3-pounder. Beautiful little hatchet. Let's see, it's got bent or something. Got a big chip out of the top. Beautiful relic. Nice. Alright, that's a keeper. See ya. Well, I think we have our first coin out of here. I didn't film me digging it because it was a 30 signal. And I just thought, hey, another piece of trash. But as I was breaking this open, it flopped out right down here. Yeah, it looks like a nickel. I don't know if it's going to be very old. It doesn't look like it. Well, let's brush that off real quick and see what kind of date's on that. Just a nickel. Alright, see you in a minute. Yeah, it looks to be like a 1959 nickel. Yeah, nothing grand. I imagine there's going to be some modern stuff in here. I'm sure they've used this property. Come back and hunt on or something or whatnot. They might even use this up to 1959. Who knows? Alright, see you on the next. Here's an iron signal that's coming in around 6. And they're usually, that's in the range of horseshoes. So, let's take a peek. I don't know if that's the metal down there or if it's a root hanging me up. Yeah, I see it. It looks like a horseshoe. Or maybe not. Maybe something else. Let's break that root. What is it? Oh, it is a horseshoe. Isn't that something? That's a nice one. Nice little one. Yeah, we got our first full shoe. Nice. Nice little relic. Alright, moving on. See ya. Yeah, so I wanted to tell you. Let me clean that lens off. There we go. It gets so dusty and dirty. But I wanted to tell you what happened to my throat and why it's so scratchy. Well, back in the early 2000s, I used to own a tree service, and I was the main tree climber. I would climb hundreds and hundreds of dangerous trees every year, and you know, once in a while you run into an accident. You know, those trees, when you're up in the trees climbing and you're cutting a limb, sometimes they just have a mind of their own. They just, you know, do what you haven't even planned. So I'm up in this tree and I'm cutting this probably about big 6-inch limb, and I put a nice little angle on it. I even tied a rope around it, and you know, I was going to lower it down. And I cut it, and it snapped off. It just snapped. And it swung before I could grab the rope to loosen it and lower it down. It swung right into my throat and right into my chin. So it jabbed me pretty good. And I had trouble swallowing for a few days. But that's what happens, you know. I'm not in the tree service business anymore, thank God. It is just too dangerous. But you know, my father-in-law had a couple big maples in front of his yard that, you know, he wanted out. So, you know, who do you call? You call the guy who climbs trees in the family. So, yeah, we got the trees out, and you know, little scratch and a little throat trouble, but it'll heal up nice. So, yeah, I can't wait until it's healed all the way. Yeah, I'm just taking a little break. You know, running into signals here and there, but it's just not so plentiful here. But we got some nice iron so far, so Alright, let's move on and see what else we can find. See you on the next treasure hole. Yeah, just pulled up a broken rigging piece. This would have bound around the wood, and it would have been connected back here, but it snapped off, broke. Yeah, so nice little relic, but broken. Alright, see ya. Now we got a beautiful bell tone signal coming in around 71. Hoping for a coin, but it's probably going to be another mason top. That's just sitting just right to give me that bell tone because of that round top on it. There's some rocks in there. Well, not seeing a mason. Usually you find remnants by now. Parts of it coming up. Big old boulder down there. A couple of them. Alright. What are we gonna get? If it's not a mason top, what are we gonna get? Curious now. Alright, we're gonna have to fan this out a little bit and hit it with the detector. See if we can locate it. Alright, let's throw the headphones on. See if we can locate it. Nice signal. Whatever it is. Nice signal. I better put my headphone back on. Here it is. What is it? Tell me that's just a bottle cap. You gotta be careful because you want to look these over real well, because lead seals, when they come up like this, lead seals will look like that. But this one's clearly a bottle top. Bummer. That was such a nice signal too. I thought maybe a coin. Hear that? Bummer. Alright, moving on. See ya. Well, we got a bottle remnant. It's got a top on it. I don't know what came in that. Syrup or something? I don't know. See. I got an 18 signal in here. I'm hoping for a button, but it's probably going to be a shotgun shell or something like that. Well, what's that? Yeah. Looks like a mason top. See, it's all mushed and corroded, and yep. So I'm getting signals, mason tops from the 70s all the way down to the 18s. Good grief. And because they're in pieces like that, you get the and you'll find pieces this small even that give you signals. It's like, man, they give such good signals, but junk. Unless they're complete, junk. So yeah. And we got another low signal, the 28. I also had an iron signal too, and there it is. Just a nail. It's a 28 in here. Could it be a shotgun shell? Or another mason top? Oh, I see it. See it right there? Just like a little band. Sometimes they have writing on them, sometimes they have little fancy scroll work on them, but This one's just plain old Jane, isn't it? Yeah. It's a piece to something, that's all. Piece to something. Yeah, we're just working along the side of the house, trying to find some relics. I want some relics. Wow, look at all the yellow flowers down there. I don't know if you can see them. Way down there at the end. Pretty. It's a lot of property in here to cover. A lot of ground to detect. And there's a lot of bad targets. Gotta pull out something nice soon. That hatchet was beautiful. Glad I found that. I'll even take a 1959 nickel. But I want some nice old relics. Come on. I worked my way all the way over to this house, through the creek, through the woods and pricker bushes. I need some relics. Quit talking. Let's get at it. See ya. Yeah, see, the thing is I've already come through here once, you know, and I thought I did a good job, but here's a big 65 signal. You know, there could have been something laying there. I mean, there could have been a branch or something that, you know, raised my detector up just a little bit where I didn't hear it. So that's why you always come back, you know. I'm not sure what it is, or if it's any good, or just a piece of scrap. Yeah, just a piece of scrap. But, you know, you don't want to miss that stuff. You gotta get it out of the ground. Yep. Alright, see ya. Why targets always seem to be found underneath big roots? I don't know. This one sounds like a mason top or something. I don't know. Well, I'm under the root. Is it a bullet or something? I don't know. I'll have to stick the headphones on and see if I pulled it out. It's deep. Deep in iron, maybe? Yeah, feels like iron. Iron scrap. No telling. It's a license plate. See the number? 5. It's got numbers on it. Yeah, part of a license plate. Neat. Alright, see ya. Here's something ringing up about 38. Let's see what it is. I hope I'm not hitting it there. Another mason top. Parts to it. I like to get all the pieces out so I don't come back through and hit those again. Yeah. The small broken up pieces give that signal. Alright, moving on. See ya. Finally, I got a 62 signal and it looks like a coin. Let's hope for something nice, huh? Is it a coin? It is a coin. Beautiful. Alright, let's clean that up and let's hope that's something nice. Alright, be back at you in a minute. There's something over there making some noise. Oh, I see it. See it on that dead piece of tree back there? It's like some kind of woodpecker. Oh, just flew back. It's like a red-headed woodpecker of some kind. Neat. Well, anyway, this coin looks like it's just a weedy. Can't really tell. Can't really get a date off of it. I don't have any toothpicks or anything, but I think I see the wreaths and the scent on the back. Yeah, we'll let that dry up a little bit. Throw it in the pouch. Some of the crust will come off of it, and I'll show you on the wrap up. Maybe we can see the date. See what it is. Hopefully. Yeah, coin though. Nice. Be nice if it was in 1909, wouldn't it? Alright, moving on. See ya. Well, you know, one location where removing as many mason lids that I could has helped me is in the front of the yard here. I just found that coin. Now I just found what looks like a button. Yep, it is a button. Let's clean that up and take a peek at it. Be right back at you. I think it says Red Camel. Maybe an overall button, I suspect. Red Camel. Interesting. Nice little button. Add to the collection. Sweet. Alrighty. See ya. Here's a nice little 60 signal in the front yard. Let's see what that is. Didn't sound overly big, but if it's deep, it could be. What is that? Yeah. How many we on? I dug probably like 8 or 9 of them and didn't record it, so I hope you're keeping track. There's another one. So yeah. Yep. And another one. And yet another one. Yeah, I just pulled up something. Don't know. I'm not sure what that is. Looks like a wheel. Maybe an old wagon wheel. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Some kind of wagon or cart wheel. This yard is full of mason lids. Can tops, bottle tops, and stuff. This is the oldest thing I've found so far in the front yard. Looks like a wagon wheel. Alright, let's keep on moving. Hope for something good. Yeah, that place is sweet, isn't it? I'll tell you what, these people were eating very well. They weren't starving for food. They were pretty disgusting if you ask me. They just throwing their can tops everywhere. Mason tops everywhere. They had enough food to feed an army. They weren't very clean about it either. Nice property though. Alright, moving on. Now, this one rang up about a 10, and I thought it was iron, but nope. It's just a bunch of pieces to a mason top. Generic lids, no name, no nothing. Man, there's tons of them in here. Ugh. Yep, you guessed it. Another one. Yep. Good grief, these people. Alright, moving on. Yeah, how many's that? Too many. And yet another one. I've been skipping over these signals in the front yard. Yeah, I thought that was a coin, but it was deep enough to give me a small signal. So yeah. I'm just getting so worn out. Yeah, And that's the reason. This property is covered in them. Every single signal is a mason top. You can't even get to the coins. I've already been through here once. And still every single signal is a mason top. I might have to move away from the house a little bit. I'm getting worn out just digging all these tops. Oh boy, this place is mason top crazy. I've been to hundreds and hundreds of abandoned house sites. I've never seen this many mason tops in the ground, ever. I mean, they're about every foot away from each other, just scattered. It's just amazing. Yeah, check this house out. Beautiful. Those buzzards keep flying in and out. Alright, well, soldier on. I'm gonna move away from the house a little bit and see if that helps. I don't know how I'm gonna get to those coins in the yard. There's too many mason tops, but oh well. I'll have to move on to another house site, I guess. Alright, so I'll show you what I find when I find it. See ya. Yeah, I just pulled up some kind of old rusty relic. I like the shape of it. It's got some age, for sure. We'll keep that. We'll clean it up and see what that turns into. Be nice hanging up, maybe as decoration or something. Try to figure out what that is. Alright, yeah, I moved away from the house quite a bit. I'm way in the back. And just seeing what I can find back here. There's too many mason lids up there. Way too many. Yep, I'm gonna have to put this in my bag. At first, I thought this was a horseshoe, but that's different than a horseshoe. I don't have one of those. And if you don't have it, you'll want it. So, I like that better than a horseshoe. Alright, let's move on. See ya. Here's a big 55 signal. I'll have you dig it with me. Sounds like it may be a piece of iron of some sort. There's some roots down in there. Let's see what we get. Nothing yet. There it is. What is it? It looks copper to me. Let's see. I don't know. Just a piece of copper scrap. Could have been an old tin cup or something. And it looks copper though. Maybe a part to a lantern. Something like that. Yep. Copper trash. It's got nice patina on it. See that? That has some age. Yes, it does. Alright, moving on. I think that's the top part to a lantern. You see the hole in it? I think that's the shield for the top. Yep. Alright, moving on. See ya. I just found a nice little bottle spill in this old wash tub, it looks like. There's a 1950s Clorox. $1956 whiskey. Duraglass 1952 soda. Let's see if there's any cork tops in here. Yeah, I would say this house was probably abandoned in the 50s. Oh, there's some jade glass. Yeah, it's all broken. Maybe we can find a nice little pile around here that's a little bit older, huh? Alright, see ya. Is that an old boat? Looks like an old fiberglass boat. It's not doing so well. Let's go see if they did a little dumping down by this creek here. This is their lower field. Maybe there's some bottles in there, huh? Oh, you can see somebody had built a bridge right there. I don't see anything. Yeah, interesting. Alright, I'm just exploring a little bit, trying to find a better spot to detect. I'm finding way too many mason lids, and that's just not fun. Not fun at all. It's a nice property. Alright, so I'll see you when I learn more. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? What a beautiful piece of property they had here. For sure. Oh, man, it is no fun digging here at all. This is it. This is my last trip here. I'm not going to waste my time here again. Just, it is way too tough trying to pull out anything decent among all of these mason lids. Hundreds upon hundreds of them in the ground still. And it just got to the point where I was just hearing 70 signal and skipping right over it. I don't like that. I like to dig everything, and it's just too much. But anyway, here's what I found, and it's not much, but I do have a couple keepers in here, so check it out. Yeah, so we got that nice little shoe. This is probably the best thing found today. Nice little hatchet. It's a hatchet head. Beautiful. Clean that up. That'll look nice. Mason tops, mason tops. I'm just going to do a little research on those. This one has a brass lid inside, so that's probably from the 40s or 50s. And this other one is a little bit older. And just too many of those. Some kind of big brass washer. I found a key and a couple coins. I think that's just a wheat penny. Still can't see the date. I'll post it when I get home. This nice red camel button. Some shotgun shells. A couple pieces of iron, but and a piece of pottery. But that's it. That's it. To search all day like that and to find, limited good targets. 99% mason lids. Yeah, so we're going to call it quits on this place. It's too bad because it's really nice property. It's just way too bad. It's too big. The property is huge, and no matter where I go, I'm still digging mason lids. It seems like every foot, every 2 feet, mason lid. I just don't know what they did. They just constantly eating and tossing mason lids. Man, that must have been expensive to not reuse those mason jar tops. It's just amazing. Unless they canned food here. But still, why would you have mason jar lids everywhere on your property? That's just the strangest thing. Strange. But I've had enough. I'm done with this spot. Moving on to something better. So, yep, this will be the last time we see this place. It'll probably fall into the ground. Give it like 2-3 more years. Once that roof starts to come apart, once it gets a hole in that roof, it's done. It doesn't take long after that. Alright, so thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along. Now I gotta hike all the way back to my bike through all that briar and creek and stream and everything else. Wish it was better. You get what you get. Alright, see ya. Thanks for watching. That's such a beautiful sight, isn't it? Yep, so I'm done. Out of here. Too many mason lids. Here's what I found. It's got a few coins. Button. Nice red camel button. That nice hatchet. Got a horseshoe, some pottery, some mace, or some shotgun shells, iron piece. I don't know what it is. Another iron piece. I don't know what it is. We'll research that stuff and figure it out. But yeah, I'm tired of digging mason lids. Tired. So moving on to the next. Done with this place and not coming back. So we'll see you on the next hunt. Thanks for watching.